buying BitGo today, this $1.2 billion deal. What does this bring to Galaxy that you didn't have before? What big moves does this allow you to make?
Well, listen, first of all, it brings world-class institutional custody. With this deal, we become the second largest custodian with $43 billion assets under custody, second only to Coinbase. So we become a major player in the custodian space. They also have a big sales force. They cover 400 institutional accounts that we don't speak to, a bigger global footprint. And so we wildly expand our footprint. We're able to cross-sell with our expertise to their clients, their old clients, now our clients, and the same thing with their products to our client base. And so great synergies there. But far more importantly, we've built this company where we invested in all things blockchain. We traded and participated on top of the blockchain. And now with the 60 plus blockchain engineers, we actually get to build the infrastructure of the future. And to me, that's by far the most exciting part.
Now, Mike, I got to ask you about this run-up in Doge. Maybe this is tied to Elon Musk's upcoming appearance on SNL, but my guest yesterday said he thinks Elon Musk likes Doge because he thinks it's a joke. I know you haven't been super positive about it. What do you make of this recent rally?
Listen, I think you have to, give credit where credit is due. The community that supports Doge, most of them are Gen Z and millennials, have worked themselves and the crypto market into a bit of a frenzy over this. Elon Musk has certainly been a part of it, as has Mark Cuban. Right? We're in a world where, because of what Chairman Powell is doing to money supply and to the debasement of fiat, people are finding value in all kinds of different ways. Real estate prices are skyrocketing in some areas. Baseball cards and collectibles are skyrocketing. What's driving equity prices is also driving crypto. And so there's a young group of people, there's almost a spirited nihilistic sense to what they do that have started this as a joke, built a community. I think it's very dangerous to be invested here, right? It's as easy as it's gone up, it can go down. There's no institutional buy into this. This is a retail frenzy, but give them credit. They've built an $80 billion market cap on this kind of meme. Mm-hmm. There's no development going on the Doge ecosystem, right? But it's a pure bet, right? We wrote a report about being the most honest S-coin yesterday. And it's just the fact that Galaxy Digital wrote a report on Doge and really looked at all aspects of it, telling you something that it's achieved some sense of success.
Right, Mike, it sounds like you're worried about a number of bubbles in the crypto universe here. I know that you are hesitant to really go short on it and everything like that, but what will pop the bubble? What signs should investors be looking for of a downturn?
Let's be careful. I don't think crypto's in a bubble. I think there are coins, there's some altcoins right now that are going crazy. And so what happens often is, as institutional money finds its way into Bitcoin, some of the people that had money in Bitcoin take profits. They're in Ethereum. Ethereum's had a run. And so a lot of people that have invested in crypto for a while, all of a sudden have a lot of wealth. And they're like, what's next? And so you're having these retail driven rallies in coins like Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, really coins with no use case at all, but they become the hot, asset of the moment. These coins will go up in price and they will go back down in price.
Mike, do you think that Ethereum will catch up to Bitcoin in value, and how soon?
I don't know is the question, as the answer. Listen, Bitcoin has a very specific lane as digital gold. We know the market cap of gold is somewhere like 9 trillion, 10 trillion. Bitcoin's only about 1.2 trillion. So it's got a long way to go before it becomes gold. This jacket was, in honor of the year of the dragon. The next year of the dragon is 2024. I actually think Bitcoin could be at gold, which is about 500,000 Bitcoin by then. And so it's my lucky jacket. Ethereum has a different use case. Ethereum is really what everything's being built on. This new architecture for the financial services business, for IP with NFTs. And so it's really hard to understand what the TAM is. We value it like a network effect. Right now it's about $350 billion, dollar market cap. It certainly could go higher. It's hard to compare it to Bitcoin because it's completely different use cases.
Talking about use cases, I want to dig in on Ethereum Classic. We've got a question from one of our viewers asking if the crypto community, for some reason, thinks of Ethereum Classic as inferior because it was hacked early on. Is that, part of the reason we saw that fork back in the day?
Let's be very clear. Ethereum is an amazing project with almost every smart developer working on it, with tons of projects being built on it. That's NFT projects being built on it. That's decentralized finance being built on it. And it's stable coins being built on it. And so it is the ecosystem of crypto. Ethereum Classic has no real use. It is only going up because some retail guys are pumping it up. No one builds on Ethereum Classic. And so these are the things that in some ways, are part of the crypto ecosystem that kind of give the serious crypto, the institutional players, headaches, because it's like another meme coin. Doge, Ethereum Classic. Again, there's no long-term viability.
Well, then, if there's so much interest in these altcoins, Mike, how do you find value in them, and what else can you look to trade and find value?
So I don't find value in them. That doesn't mean you can't make money in them, right? These are momentum-driven coins. So if you knew what would be the next hot topic on Twitter or on Reddit where people are going, you could make lots of money, right? If you bought Ethereum Classic last night and sold it today, you're probably going down and buying your girlfriend a diamond watch. No institutional investors, and that's mostly who we're talking to, participates in this type coin. And it's interesting, it's not market cap driven. Some of these things are legacy coins and they have communities around them. And these communities are really rabid. And they're not all rational in the classic sense of being rational, right? I sometimes call them nihilistic. They're very tribal. And you can see when you criticize them on Twitter, you almost get attacked and death threats. There is a real tribal nature to the defense of some of these ecosystems, which defies logic in some ways.
Those are quite some adjectives, Mike. Obviously you've got the BitGo deal today. What kinds of other businesses will you be considering to grow your business as you move towards potentially an IPO?
Well, listen, we're already public in Canada. And so we're moving towards, re-domiciling and listing in the US in the second half of the year. Listen, integrating BitGo with its custody is mission one. Prime brokerage, both of us were working on, we're kind of perfectly suited to grow a much bigger prime business. And then just as exciting and more exciting maybe is participating in the DeFi community, right? BitGo can build wallets, they can build infrastructure for what I think will be, how we rebuild the financial services industry.